Scene one, take one.
We just wanted to make a music video with zombies in it.
We had the idea for the video because I wanted to do something that was fun, something that we could be involved in the storyline. That's what we really wanted to do. Obviously the song has the zombie references in the lyrics, and I didn't want to do something too obvious, but maybe just include some cool zombies somehow. Are we gonna be zombies?
John really wanted a music video that had zombies in it. He wanted it to be sci-fi, and that's pretty much what we did. This music video was a pretty collaborative process. Ben Casca and I have been friends for a while through music and through video production stuff, and he asked me if I wanted to write a pitch for this video together, and I said heck yes, and we did, and we made it. It's pretty much the whole story right there.
Ronnie Bingaman, or Roland is his official name, but I call him Ronnie. I've known him for about 6 or 7 years. Incredibly brilliant guy. He's done a lot of music video work, and when we were concepting the idea, I thought, okay, he really has it in him to direct this. One of the things that he does in all his music videos, they always have kind of a darker, cinematic feel to them, and I thought that would be perfect to bring that to Skillet music videos.
I love doing videos with Ben. We've done, well, we did Not Gonna Die, and we also worked together on a lot of our live video content, and then we did the Shaq version of Stars. So it just felt like it would be really fun and cool to do.
You know, after being in the band for 10 years, John Cooper and I, we've had a lot of history in working together in a creative way, and so I kind of know what he likes, and he's actually a pretty brilliant like concepter with things. He's just a really creative guy that, and so a lot of times there was ideas that he had that were just like seed ideas, like, oh, it'd be cool if, you know, Corey had a bat and was trying to break this cage open, or it'd be cool if Jen had this like hairspray and flamethrower thing, you know. And so taking those little things and trying to fit them in there added such a great element, and so, you know, so kudos to John. He did a great job in this collaboration as well.
I like to get involved in everything we're doing, so I can really understand the artistic process. And I knew with Ben that I could do that because we work really well together. So that's how it first started, and he thought it'd be cool, and I said, yeah, let's brainstorm the idea. And it's the most I've ever been involved in a video before, and it was super fun and super stressful at the same time.
So we started at 7 a.m. and we finished at about 10:30 p.m. So pretty long day. We had about 50 people on set, including all the zombies and crew and extras and all that. And so there was a lot of preparation, a lot of hair and makeup, getting contact lenses, etc., etc. A lot of work to get the zombies to look like zombies, which was pretty cool.
We're here at the Back from the Dead shoot, and there's a lot of people here. It's the biggest cast we've ever done. You can see all these clothes all the way around. Pan around so you can see them all. Tons of zombie clothes. We just wanted to do something kind of fun because this track is one of our few, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek a little bit, the song. It's just hard rock and it's kind of mindless and in a fun, cool way. So we wanted to do a video that was kind of just different, lighthearted, have a cool story. So basically what we've done is this. We decided to kind of make it a sequel to our monster video, which years ago ended. It was like this facility where me and Corey were being tested on, and we escaped this facility. So now it's supposed to be years later. We've been on the run, and so we're going to have some zombies after us, and there's a SWAT team that's kind of in a search party for me and Corey, basically, and the other band members now. We've met these people on the run. So that's kind of what we're doing. It's going to be very fun.
The day of the music video was pretty crazy. We had a ton of stuff to fit into one day of filming, so we were all I think we were all a little nervous waking up that morning. It was also 10 degrees all day, and the warehouse that we were shooting in didn't really have heat.
It was freezing. There's just no heat, so you can see the breath coming from our noses and from our mouths, which looks really cool, but it was so incredibly uncomfortable. you spend all day just tense and shivering. And then I think all of us have had bad backs and shoulders the following week because we were so tense.
Of course, we choose the coldest day of the entire month. Ends up being the day we shoot the video, and there was nowhere to get warm in the whole place. It was completely miserable. The only good thing about it was that in the end it looked awesome. I hope we're clear.
One of the things that we often face with music videos is trying to pull together big production, so multi-million-dollar production for not multi-million dollars. Often when you ask around, everybody wants to be involved with a music video, and 9 times out of 10 there's at least one guy that's a big Skillet fan that's willing to throw in or help out. So the police came out, and there's probably 4 or 5 of them. They brought their whole bulletproof vests and guns and all. It was insane. It was scary, to be honest, but props to them. They added such great production value to the whole thing, and we couldn't have done it without them.
Oh, I got chills, and I got the feels. Hashtag the feels. Hey, okay, so here we are. We're about to do the scene. This is towards the end of the video. We've been chased by zombies, and we're finally getting out. Ooh, here comes the SWAT car, and he just turned his lights on. It looks awesome.
I can hear it.
We're escaping, and then we find out, oh no, the SWAT team found us. So then we have to run back in. So that's what we're filming now. It's gonna be pretty cool. There is an acting sequence in the beginning with me and Corey when we kind of have a bit of a conversation, and that kept changing what it was going to be like, and I didn't know if it was going to be cheesy or cool, meaningful. I wasn't really sure, and it was the day of that the producer said, hey, I think I don't like, this or this, and he said, what should we say? And so, I said to Corey, I said, well, let's think about it, because in a certain way, Corey and I have been on the road together for quite a long time, and I thought it'd be really cool if we put a little bit of romance into it. That in a lot of ways, Skillet is very much me and Corey against the world. It feels like sometimes we've been doing this for so long together and working so hard. So I thought maybe we put a little bit of romance in here and kind of inject our real lives into the story. And I thought that was really cool. But it was very nervous. Never done anything like that before.
Turns out acting's really hard. And the more you try and make something look believable, the more you overact.
Quiet on set for picture, please.
Roll sound.
Okay. Sound speed. Scene 4, take 1.
It's hard because you want to not be embarrassed when there's all these people watching you behind the cameras and you feel embarrassed doing it. But so I find it hard finding the balance of not being embarrassed but then not trying too hard, and then I think I tried a little too hard in some of them. Like I dropped the can too much and then I shot it. I got too scared.
I just want to throw it out there. It was a good toss. Now, I also understand who would be throwing a can in a zombie apocalypse. I get that side of things, but it should have been caught.
His throws were right to me, so the first time I actually caught it and then dropped it and looked really dumb. So I was trying to figure out a way to make it look believable.
Action, Jen and Seth.
So my role as executive producer, really being a part of the seed concept and kind of overseeing, bringing all the people together. So bringing Ronnie on board, bringing the DP Chris, bringing the gaffer, et cetera, and saying, okay, this is the right guy for that job. And so that was kind of my role in this project.
It was a pretty incredible experience to work on something like this, and for me, it really drove home how important teamwork is, and how important collaboration is, and how when you bring lots of people in to a project that each person has their own really great set of skills. When you bring all of those skills together, it's amazing what you can create, and I'm really proud of the music video that we made. I'm proud of the crew. Everybody there that day worked really hard.
Cut!
That's what the dog likes. Love it.
I had heard we were going to be doing a fight scene, but I was like, I don't really know what that means. And we showed up into that room in the warehouse, and basically, Dom, he is a stuntman, and he basically told us all, this is what you're gonna do. This is what. So Corey's like, you're gonna do a flying punch. Even the first try, she looked so cool. And then he's just like, Seth, you're gonna do this whole. It's just he tells us all which routines we're gonna do, and then he sort of shows you how to do it.
The one zombie that jumped on my back, which is one of my friends called Beth, they wanted me to flip her over my back, and I was very nervous I was going to hurt her. So that was a little bit nervous. I kept saying, am I hurting you after every take? Am I hurting you? But that was really kind of cool.
But I keep accidentally hurting the extras. I kicked the first guy in the lip, and it's still hurting. And then I got dust in another guy's eye. And I'm just doing really annoying things. I'm not very good at this.
First, we weren't going to have the band perform. It was just going to be story, but this song is so exciting, it's so rocking. I thought it'd be really cool if we did it with all the zombies around us, you know, so they're trying to get in a little bit. You know, a lot of times when you shoot videos, a lot of people don't know that as a band, you're performing, you're going crazy on these videos, and sometimes you see them and they still don't ever look all that exciting, and you have to really get in there and you have to edit the video yourself, and I hate doing that stuff, but this time I just said, bring it on, man. We're gonna make the awesomest video we've ever done. So everything was just completely over the top.
The band performance shots are kind of the main thing we do, and usually you get kind of lightheaded doing them because you're doing 20 to 30 takes and you're headbanging and you start to feel really faint. But this one was such a pro team and such a great, like, the cameraman and the director, they're just so excellent. They nailed it. They're like, nope, just single takes. And they just really, they used the time really well. They were really efficient. Doggy all of a sudden decides to just jump up on the wall, and that surprised all of us, and that was a pretty exciting take, I thought.
I don't remember why I wanted to jump on the fence at the end. I said, hey, I think it'd be really cool if I jumped up there and was like biting back, you know? I like the song Rock. I like all that aggression and all that action in videos. I always want to do more of it. So that was another good thing about working with Ben. I knew I could say, hey, I really want to go and jump on the fence and scream at the zombies if I can on this take. I think most directors and people would just be like, no, we don't have time for that. But Ben was like thinking, no, we don't have time for that. But he said, yeah, that's okay. You can't quite tell, but the end, a lot of people will say it looks like they're injecting me with something. They're actually pulling blood out of me is what they're doing. So first you see it go in, and then the end they pull it out and they're looking at it and it's got all the blue liquid. So I think the idea was that there was experiments that were going on in Monster, and that I am patient zero, if you will. I am a little bit like what created these things. That was kind of the idea. But since I'm the original, I'm different than they are. So in the end, it's a little bit like even I was unaware of the power within me, if you will, and at that point of fear, at that point of whatever, I became something different, and I'm a little bit of the king zombie. I'm the zombie king, baby, yeah. But that's just an idea, and it is open for more sequels. Who knows what might happen in the next one.
So for me personally, this project was kind of incredible because rewind to me in 7th grade, my parents took me and my siblings to a Skillet concert, and it was the first concert that I had ever been to, and pretty much blew my mind. So from that day on, I decided I wanted to learn guitar and I wanted to be in a band. So, I mean, all through high school, I was in a band and dropped out of college to tour in a band, and that was pretty much my life. And through the band and through touring and through filming other bands, I kind of realized my love for filmmaking. And I found my true passion, which was, you know, making movies and making music videos. So that's when I decided to kind of go full time with video and directing. And so now it's kind of like come full circle for me. Like the whole reason that I got into like music and stuff was because of Skillet. So to be able to come back years later and direct this crazy music video for them is kind of surreal, and it's honestly still kind of sinking in for me. But it was a great experience. They were awesome to work with, and can't wait for you all to see the video. Wait, you have already seen the video by this point, so never mind about that.